Some good news about Social Security retirement is there is a secret. Yes, it is a secret. I'll explain why it's a secret later. A secret option when you go to draw your own Social Security retirement called the lump sum option. Do not expect for the Social Security employees to explain it to you because they are not required by law to tell you. So thank you for watching my video. I might be able to give you some really good news when it comes time for retirement because you would have this option available to you under certain circumstances. I'll go into all the details. If you're like, I'm not in the mood for a video right now, get my book, go to Amazon, type in Medicare IRMAA. It will pop up. And I'll go into great detail, not only on the Social Security lump sum option, but on Medicare and Social Security retirement in general. So why is it a secret? Because the government wants to keep your money as long as possible. Okay, I don't know, I'm not being cynical. So when you go into the Social Security office and you say, hey, what are all my options? They are not able to give you advice. They can tell you the law, but they don't have to tell you all the laws, which makes no sense to me. They are encouraged, they are trained to encourage you to delay taking Social Security as long as possible. That keeps more money in the government's coffers. That makes sense. That's in the government's best interest for you to keep delaying. Maybe you'll die and you'll never draw. Again, it sounds cynical, but it's also the truth. So they're not here to say, hey, let's strategize. Let's figure out the best thing. You have to do that on your own, which is why you're watching this video. So a lump sum benefit means that instead of getting my monthly Social Security check every month for the rest of my life, I can get a 6-month window. I know, it's only 6 months. It's not 6 years. It's not astronomical. It's something is better than nothing. It's only available to people that don't file their Social Security until their full retirement age. So if you don't know your full retirement age, get my free Social Security and Medicare cheat sheet. Link is in the bio, or go to our website, themedicarefamily.com. Under the little tab that says resources, you can get the cheat sheet. It is free. You don't have to buy the book. It will tell you a lot of information for free. Most importantly, when your full retirement age is. Anybody like I am, born in 1960 or thereafter. I was born in 1966. Our full retirement age will be age 67. So if I go into Social Security age at 60, go into Social Security office at 67, I said, hey, I want to get my lump sum benefit, they're going to say you're not eligible. You have to be at least 6 months past your full retirement age. I'm like, okay, fine, cool. I will wait 6 months. I go back to work, or I keep working. Now I go in at 67 and 6 months, and I say, I want my lump sum benefit. They will give me how much I would have made for the last 6 months. They can't go past my full retirement age. And they will give me, so let's say I'm going to get $2,000 a month for each month. They'll give me a check for $12,000. Nice to have one big check of $12,000, right? And then they will make my official day that my Social Security starts age 67, retroactive back to the 6 months. So in general, I am getting a lower benefit over my life, but I don't know how long I'm going to live. I could win this equation. But if I live till 90, I got a lower benefit, a 4% lifetime lower benefit than if I wouldn't have done it. Again, you have to be at your full retirement age. So here, anybody born in 1960 or thereafter, it's 67. If you were born earlier, then it's 66 and a certain amount of months. So let's say I go to file for retirement. Here's my full retirement age. So I'll stay with 67. And I go to retire at 67 and 4 months. Can I get a lump sum? Yes, because I'm past my full retirement age, but I can't go back past this. So I could only get a 4-month lump sum check. $2,000. The $2,000 I'm just giving it as an estimate. You can go figure out what you are estimated to actually get per month by setting up a free account at socialsecurity.gov. Maybe yours is $3,000. Maybe yours is $4,000. I'm just doing $2,000 because it's easy math for me. So $2,000 for 4 months, I get a check for $8,000. Most people are really excited with a lump sum option. There's always some bill or something we could pay with a lump sum check versus waiting to get my $2,000 every single month. So have to be at my full retirement age. Can never do this under my full retirement age. I cannot already be receiving retirement benefits. This is somebody that's just applying for the first time. I can get up to 6 months, and then my start date is then retroactive back to the date that I draw it. So the danger is that you're getting a slightly smaller benefit for the rest of your life because the benefit I draw will be based off of 67, whatever age I retroactive back to. So it's slightly better, slightly lower for the rest of your life. The other danger is that getting a large lump sum, like I said, in my scenario, it's $12,000, but you could be getting $4,000 a month. 6 times $4,000 could be $24,000. A lump sum check depending on what time of the year you retire, could trigger Medicare IRMAA, where you pay more for Medicare for 1 year because you got unexpectedly large chunk of money. So again, you can read about IRMAA in my book. Talk to your accountant or your financial planner specifically before you take a large lump sum if you're close to a Medicare bracket triggering IRMAA. Okay, so there's no optional lump sum if you're trying to draw a survivor benefit, if you are a widow. No. You can't do this if you're drawing as a spouse or you're drawing as an ex-spouse. A child cannot do this. This is if I'm going to draw Social Security on my own work history. So how come nobody told me about that? Because they're not required to tell you about that. Like I said, they are encouraged to have you delay taking the money. And again, if you want to learn more about Social Security and retirement, go on over to Amazon, Audible, or Kindle. If you want an audiobook, you got a road trip coming up and you like, there's never a good time to learn about this, but you have to learn it. Nobody's coming to save you. The government's not there to help guide you. You have to do your own research and understand the rules to optimize your retirement. I hope you learned something today. If you did, please give me a follow or hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, you might really like this video. Check it out. And we'd appreciate if you subscribe to our channel so you never miss a great video. We put out one every week. Check in the description below this video for a link to our cheat sheet on Social Security and Medicare. And you can also give us a comment if you have a specific question. Always feel free to call us or email us at the Medicare family.